bestbookbits.com brings you the book summary of What It Takes, Lessons in the Pursuit of Excellence by Stephen A. Schwarzman. From Blackstone chairman, CEO and co-founder Stephen A. Schwarzman, a long-awaited book that uses impactful episodes from Schwarzman's life to show readers how to build, transform and lead thriving organizations. Whether you are a student, entrepreneur, philanthropist, executive, or simply someone looking for ways to maximize your potential, the same lessons apply. People know who Stephen Schwarzman is, as at least they think they do. He's the man who took $400,000 and co-founded Blackstone, the investment firm that manages over $500 billion as of January 2019. He's a CEO whose views are sought by heads of state. He's the billionaire philanthropist who founded Schwarzman Scholars, this century's version of the Rhodes Scholarship in China. But behind these achievements is a man who spent his life learning and reflecting on what it takes to achieve excellence, make an impact, and live a life of consequence. Folding handkerchiefs in his family's linen shop, Schwarzman dreamed of a larger life, filled with purpose and adventure. His grades and athleticism got him into Yale after starting his career in finance with a short stint at a financial firm called DLI. Schwarzman began working at Lehman Brothers, where he ascended to run the mergers and acquisition practice. He eventually partnered with his mentor and friend, Pete Peterson, to found Blackstone, vowing to create a new and different kind of financial institution. Building Blackstone into the leading global financial institution it is today didn't come easy. Schwarzman focused intensely on culture, hiring great talent, and establishing processes that allowed the firm to systematically analyze and evaluate risk. Schwarzman's simple mantra, "Don't lose money," has helped Blackstone become a leading private equity and real estate investor and manager of alternative assets for institutional investors globally. Both he and the firm are known for the rigor and their investment process, their innovative approach to deal making, the diversification of their business lines, and a conviction to be the best at everything they do. Schwarzman is also an active philanthropist, having given away more than $1 billion. In philanthropy, as in business, he is drawn to situations where his capital and energy can be applied to drive transformative solutions and change paradigms, notably in education. He uses his skills over a lifetime in finance to design, establish, and support impactful innovation, organizations, and initiatives. His gifts have ranged from creating a new college of computing at MIT for the study of artificial intelligence to establishing a first-of-its-kind student and performing arts center at Yale, to enabling the renovation of the iconic New York Public Library, to founding the Schwarzman Scholars Fellowship Program in Beijing, the single largest philanthropic effort in China's history from international donors. Schwarzman's story is an empowering, entertaining, and informative guide for anyone striving for greater personal impact, from deal-making to investing, leadership to entrepreneurship, philanthropy to diplomacy. Schwarzman has lessons for how to think about ambition and scale, risk and opportunities, and how to achieve success through the relentless pursuit of excellence. Schwarzman not only offers readers a thoughtful reflection on all his experiences, but in doing so, provides a practical blueprint for success. Now, before we start this summary, we at Best Book Bits have done over 1,000 book summaries in video, written, and audio format, so check us out at bestbookbits.com, follow us on YouTube and Apple Podcasts for the audio summaries. On with the summary. Rule 1. Set overarching goals. It's easy to do something big as it's to do something small. Aim for a goal worthy of your pursuit with rewards commensurate to your effort. Rule 2. Set an example. The best executives are made, not born. They study the people and organizations that have had enormous success, and they pay it forward to the world by being a free course everyone can learn from. Rule 3. Connect with new people. Reach out to the people you admire. You never know who is willing to meet with you and offer you the advice you're looking for. You may even end up forming a connection you can leverage for the rest of your life. Meeting people early in your life can almost always work in your favor. Rule 4. Provide people with new perceptions. When you're going through tough times, it's too easy to think nothing in the world seems bigger than your own problems. The solution is to think about what others are dealing with and find ways to provide them with thoughtful ideas and new perceptions. Rule 5. Collaboration is key, not competition. Every business is a set of distinct but closely interconnected functions. The best managers understand how each team works on its own and how it functions in relation to others. Rule 6. The more you know, the more you can spot the patterns. Information is one of the most important assets in business. The more you know, the more perspectives you have, and the more likely you are to spot the patterns and anomalies before your competition does. Always be open to new ideas, whether they're people, experiences, or knowledge. Rule 7. Prioritize learning over money early in your career. First you learn, then you earn, goes the conventional wisdom. When you're early in your career, work for jobs that provide you with a steep learning curve and training opportunities. That includes saying no to prestige companies and jobs that aren't right for you. Rule 8. Pay attention to your first impressions. First impressions really matter. Whether you're going to a meeting or an interview, you must get your presentation right. The other people will be watching out for all sorts of clues and cues that tell you who you are. Be punctual and prepared. Rule 9. Talk openly and exchange ideas. No one can solve every problem on their own, but an army of smart people talking openly and exchanging information with each other will. Rule 10. Be a problem solver and pain reliever to others. When we're in a tough spot, we tend to focus on our own problems. In these times, nothing in the world seems bigger than what we're dealing with. The answer to this usually lies in identifying and trying to fix someone else's problem. Rule 11. Strive for something bigger than yourself. Strive for something bigger than yourself and your needs. It can be your family, company, country, or a duty for service. If you take on any challenge with such belief and intention, your goal will not only be fulfilling, also meaningful. Rule 12. Integrity is the name of the game. Never deviate from your sense of right and wrong. Integrity is the name of the game. It's easy to maintain your integrity when things are going well, but it's hard when everything is falling apart and you don't have a check to write. Always do what you say you will and never ever mislead people for your own good. Rule 13. Act when the time is right. Never hesitate. Have courage and confidence to act when the moment seems right. Don't fall into the trap of paralysis by analysis. Successful business owners accept risk when others are cautious and take action when everyone is frozen. And they do so by betting on informed, educated guesses. Rule 14. Complacency is the enemy. Never let complacency take over you. When you're winning, it's too easy to get complacent. Nothing in the world is forever. When you stop trying, you're giving your competition permission to defeat you. So always be seeking ways to reinvent and improve yourself. Organizations are more fragile than you think. Rule 15. Master the art of selling. Sales rarely happens on the first pitch. Just because you believe in your idea and what you're selling doesn't mean everyone else will. You need to articulate and sell your vision over and over with conviction. Rule 16. Go where people don't. If you see a huge transformative opportunity, don't worry that no one else is pursuing it. Chances are you're seeing what others don't. The harder the problem, the more limited the competition, the greater the rewards for whoever can work on it. Rule 17. Always stay alert for opportunities and threats. Sometimes the best opportunities come in the blink of an eye. Be alert, open, and ready to pounce when the time is right. If you're not prepared to apply massive effort, either the opportunity isn't compelling enough as you think, or you're not the right person to pursue it. Rule 18. Don't wait too long for an agreement. Time wounds all deals, sometimes even fatally. More often than not, the longer you wait, the more surprises await you. In difficult negotiations especially, keep everyone at the table long enough to come to an agreement. Rule 19. Don't lose money. Cash is king. Don't lose money. Before you pursue an opportunity, assess the situation and objectively see both risks and rewards. Rule 20. Don't act under pressure. Make a decision when you're ready, but avoid making decisions when you're under pressure. Don't feel pressured by people pushing you for a decision for their own purposes. When in doubt, you can almost always say, I need a little bit more time on this. I'll get back to you. Rule 21. The right amount of skepticism can be healthy. Skepticism can be an active and liberating activity. If channeled properly, it allows you to identify the downside of any situation and drives you in the right direction. Rule 22. Look at failures and successes objectively. Failure is the best teacher in almost any organization. Be willing to share your failures openly and objectively, and encourage your people to do the same. When things go wrong, don't play the blame game. Instead, look at the failure objectively and analyze what went wrong. You'll learn new rules for decision making and organizational behavior. Rule 23. Hire the best talents. Hire 10s whenever you can. Your 10s are proactive about sensing problems, designing solutions, and taking a business to new opportunities. They also attract and hire other 10s. Rule 24. Be kind. A random act of kindness can change the course of someone's life and create lifelong friendship and loyalty. Be there for people you know to be good, even when everyone else is walking away. Anyone, no matter how successful and happy they are on the outside, can end up in the most difficult situations. And Rule 25. Lift others up. Everyone has dreams. Help each other as you climb to the top of the mountain together. And when you reach the peak, do whatever you can to bring others up and help them achieve the most beautiful version of their lives. And that's a wrap on the short book summary, What It Takes. If you like the summary, click the link to download this. We're Best Book Bits again. I've done over 1,000 book summaries in video, written, and audio format. So follow us at bestbookbits.com, YouTube, and Apple Podcast. If you want to help support the channel, we have put together our top 500 best book bit summaries in one massive downloadable PDF, 15 volumes with the MP3s. So you can keep offline forever, read and listen. Thank you again for watching and listening. Have yourself an amazing day. Take care. Bye-bye now.